Hey everybody, it's another beautiful Wednesday, and this is it. It's Wednesday's Word. Welcome to Wednesday's Word. I'm Reverend Jonathan Zenz. I'm coming to you live right from my office here in Tucson. And today I have a quote that is speaking to my heart in a big way because I feel like I've kind of gone down a particular path that maybe isn't so good. So let's get to the quote. Here's the quote. It's from one of my favorite mystics, RuPaul. It's very easy to look at the world and think, this is all so cruel and so mean. It's important not to become bitter from it. So the quote today seemingly is simple on its surface, right? But here's the deal. The work to remain on the side of optimism and idealism is actual work. Now, New Thought is an idealist philosophy, and all the branches come, religious science and unity and divine science, we all come from this idea of idealism. However, we are met sometimes with pushback because we live in a culture where we are taught things like we have to beware, we shouldn't assume the best, everyone is out to get you, people only think of themselves, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, and so on and so forth. It's really, really easy to get swept up into all of into those ideas that are, quite frankly, defeating, and ultimately they're self-defeating. It's a burden to carry all of this around. I mean, how are we supposed to navigate and stay sane in a world that we are taught is constantly working against us? Well, first, perhaps I think what we need to do is stop listening to those messages. Now, here's the deal. There's a difference between hearing and listening. We may hear those messages, but we need to stop allowing them to hold power in our lives. Now, the reason I say I got caught up in this is because I'm a politically active guy. I'm always looking at I'm always looking at what's happening in the political world. And I have action based on that. I mean, a lot of times I have reaction based on it, but I usually quell that reaction to allow myself to go to a place of action that is grounded in optimism and idealism. And that's what I usually try and put out there into the world is what is the optimistic and idealized idea around what I'm seeing in the world. The very basis of New Thought is that we get to create our reality actively because our reality is based on our thinking. Now, to do that, we have to take charge of our thinking. I mean, we can look around, we can recognize all the things that are happening around us and still live in a place of faith and trust in a deeper sense of spiritual truth. And this all stems from settling into our hearts this idea. Only love. That's it. Love. This idea of love is my go-to. And I work to make it my go-to all the time because what I have found is that love never fails. At the end of the day, we can combat the bitterness we may be feeling by remembering that we are all in this together. The thing that people want more than anything is to love and feel loved. So if we are loving and lovable, that changes everything, the entire energy all around us. So don't be afraid to look at the world. Don't be afraid to look at the world. We can look and see what's happening, but don't become bitter. Allow yourself to more deeply love. And you can celebrate that love if you are in Tucson. You can come down and share it with me this Sunday at Dedicated Gluten-Free Bakery and Coffee Shop, where we are having our gathering. We've started having in-person gatherings again, and we're going to be at Dedicated. We're going to be at Dedicated through the entire month of July, and I'm so grateful to Rebecca, who is the owner of Dedicated, for allowing us to share that space. So join me for music and inspiration this Sunday at 10 a.m. at 4500 East Speedway in Tucson. It's Unit 41. Also, share this video and make sure that you like the Tucson New Thought page on Facebook so we can have a greater impact in the world. Basically, I'm encouraging you and asking you to spread the love that Tucson New Thought has to share. Finally, we are still asking for support of our startup campaign. You can click on the link right in the description for to make a to make a donation right today. Any amount supports us to build this community. You know, a lot of people feel like, oh my gosh, he's asking for money, right? And he must, like, they want hundreds and hundreds. No. A $5 donation makes a huge difference. So if that's what you can give, I gratefully, and humbly accept it. So I'm so grateful to whatever you can offer to help build Tucson New Thought and allow us to do the great work that we are intending to do in the world and that we are doing in the world. I'm grateful to you. I look forward to seeing you in person this Sunday or online. And keep up with the love. Keep watching. And I look forward to seeing you. Bye. Have a good one. Namaste.